What's going on? What's going on? It's your man Mousy 219 TV Midwest Connected, man. Cheese for life, where we talk about all things life, man. And we love to, highlight the entrepreneurs. Let's not forget GoFundMe is not life insurance. And then you also have accident insurance in case of things happen. But on this one, let's talk about the ooh-wee. Let's talk about it. I'm up in Minnesota. It's legal up here. Some of your states, it might be legal. Tap in if it's legal in your state. Let us know when we want to take a vacation too. But this is the ultimate stress reliever. I don't really believe in too many medicines, so sometimes just to relax and take, we might partake sometime. It's just like a cigarette. But with that being said, in your city, in your town, I don't know where you at, but out in New York, man, shout to my guys in New York, man. New York has always been, I used to live in Jersey. Like I said, that's why some of these topics, I feel like we Midwest connected. Everything got to come from the Midwest, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody without the middle, you understand what I'm saying? So, in the New York and New Jersey is connected to me in the sense I lived in Newark, New Jersey for over 10 years. It's like my second home. Shout out to my guy, Roddy Rock, you know what I'm saying? Tom Deuce, you know what I'm saying? My man Wise used to get busy, Malik Double, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to them. But on the East Coast, weed is legal. It's legal in New Jersey and it's legal in New York. But now I'm going to show y'all somewhere. If you out in New York vacation, or if you somewhere that got these weed dispensaries, you might want to check your labels, double track. See, this is why the weed game and then let's man, we ain't always sold life insurance, man. So I know a thing or two about Green Thumb Enterprise, you know what I'm saying? So now, if you in a state where it's legal, you might want to look into the way of how you can turn it into an actual business, how you can actually turn it into. But these guys in New York, they say, damn, the paperwork. New York, that's why I love New York, man, because that's the one thing your hustler gonna hustle up there, man. So we want to tap into this right here and in New York, man.
To do business, it begs the question, where are they getting their supply from?
All right, Fox 5's Arthur Chan tagged along with the NYC Sheriff's Office on another bust and is getting some answers.
It may be a new year, but an old problem has the attention of the New York City Sheriff's Department and other law enforcement agencies on this day as its war on illegal weed sales in New York City continues.
This is all flour.
Fox 5 was there exclusively as police took down Jackie's Garden, not quite hidden on the corner where the Jackie Robinson Parkway ends and converges with Bushwick, Jamaica, and Pennsylvania Avenues. Officers blitzed the Cypress Hills location with Sheriff Anthony Miranda overseeing the operation himself. Jackie's Garden was ready for visitors with trap compartments and hiding spots like this bookshelf.
So it's like a bookshelf? Bookshelf, you wouldn't know. Opens up, it's magnetized, comes into another room.
Behind the bookshelf, a stash house.
And I got more product in here. You can come in.
Inside, pretty much a catalog of illegal weed, from the flower itself to products that shamelessly target underage consumers and even kids.
Backpack boys.
Not just through their packaging, but also the product itself. These, for instance, are miniature ice cream cones.
If a child ever found this, they wouldn't think twice about eating it. One of these can get someone significantly high. What it would do to a child could cripple them.
And that's if the child only eats one of them. Sheriff Miranda then showed us a night window where sales are made presumably during off hours when another stash house was found.
You found more back there?
In yet another room, in everyday laundry bags and bags of weed, unlabeled. The sheriff explains what customers are actually buying when they're purchasing unregulated weed.
People are not smoking a different quality weed. What they're smoking, the chemicals that are put onto these things to make them more potent.
Buyer beware.
Dangerous.
And in addition to the drugs on the table, cash. By an early count, upwards of $100,000 would be seized at this location, a combination of weed products, and cash. On the spot, 3 individuals were arrested. As the city continues its crackdown, we ask the question, where is all this illegal weed coming from?
That's what I want to know.
On this raid, we started getting some answers.
There are multiple sources of the unlicensed and illegal stuff that's coming into New York City.
As we take a closer look, much of the products omit their origins, but Sheriff Miranda knows where to look.
This doesn't even say where it's from, right?
Right, so you flip it on the QR code side and you can track it here. It should be able to give you information about where its origins are from.
Just about all of the products that we saw have QR codes. but many of the products Fox 5 scanned went to dead-end sites. A sign, Miranda says, that the illegal shops want to make their products look official when they really are not.
We see labels, some of them may be legitimate. We also found false labels, so they're manufacturing their own labels now.
And here's evidence supporting his theory: bags of weed and ready-to-go packaging on site with labels, which can be assembled at the store, out of sight. Digging further, we ask who is supplying all this illegal weed into New York City.
That's
the majority of the illegal weed coming into New York State is actually legally manufactured in other states.
Damian Fagan is with the state's Office of Cannabis Management, which says more than $57 million of illegal cannabis was seized in New York last year, mostly coming from states that legalized, but have seen their growing outpace heavily consumer demand.
California, Michigan, now Maine, there are a lot of growers that, just like our state, may not have, enough available access to legal stores in their own state.
From there, Fagan says, it's economics that drives all of that product to us.
The price for a pound of legal cannabis has dropped from $1,500 to $200. When they only can sell their pound for $200 at a legal shop in Michigan, but $2,000 in New York State. That's the supply and demand that is, really bringing a lot of that product to New York.
Whether it's California, Maine, or Michigan, clearly illegal weed is coming into the New York City market. And the key question now is how to stop that flow at a time when it seems there are stores in just about every neighborhood in New York City.
For the Office of Cannabis Management, the solution is in recent changes to law that include how landlords are now held accountable for renting to tenants selling illegal weed. The first operation to be padlocked under the new law was in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn in December.
We are going to shut the property down. We are going to levy, up to $10,000 a day against these landlords for continuing to push illicit product into our communities.
And for the Sheriff's Department, its ask is for legislators to allow them to...
So check this out. So basically, man, what they saying right here. This is basically what they saying right here. Get your pen and paper out, man. To all my hustlers that know how to hustle, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you in the game, you know what I'm saying? If you in the game, what they saying is basically, like my man said, because I want to show y'all something else. This is how deep this thing got. These things have changed economically, things. So once they make, and if you're in the stock market, Tilray, Canopy, Growth, Aurora, those are three weed stocks, and there's other weed stocks that you might want to get invested in, because once they become legal nationwide, the weed game is it's going to be like liquor. It is what it is. It's going to be an investment. And if my thing is this now, and the transition, a lot of us used to make money like that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're in a state that is legal, you may still make money like that. So now you have to look at it like this. Like they say, the legal growers in Cali, that's where it's all coming from. Cali, Michigan, Maine. These are three states that's, they shipping it. You know what I mean? They shipping it. They saying they only could see it's a market. Once they legalize it, they can only sell it for so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to show y'all this one clip of this store in New York. My man had the hold on. Let me let y'all see this, bro. Let me let y'all see this right quick. My man had everything you could and would, you know what I'm saying, that you could and would need in the spot, bro. My man had everything. Hold on one second. Fair use, bro. My man had everything, bro. He had everything that you could have in your spot, pumping and dumping, bro. Check this out, man. Check this out right here. Dude in New York, pillows. But as you see, so what's going on, they getting the legal joints from Cali, Michigan, states that could do it legal. What they doing is now they shipping it to these spots. So now the weed game is changing. Game is changing from the street level to where now that's why it's so much good weed out here. That's why the weed is plenty for every state you in. Pounds is cheaper. Not, I've heard this allegedly, so I've heard, but every state is cheaper now. You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper, so you can get some good for the low. Now it's just getting it to where you got to get it to. The mail is having been. Look at this spot right here. They got the print. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of what my man had to say about how they was running this operation.
Cannabis, another product, and this is also a printing press where they're actually printing the illegal labels right here. Some of these labels are indicating, one, that it's from California, but it's not, and two, it's also the kids' packaging, which is what endangers our communities right now. This is illegal and unregulated cannabis, which presents danger factors. This is exactly what the mayor was talking about and what our communities are looking for help in making sure that these things don't impact all of our communities. This is a tremendous seizure in one of our inspection operations. That result, we'll walk you through from the front and back, where you'll see both the cannabis and the labeling and the vape products and the illegal vape flavoring products. Again, all part of what our city is seeing. And this is, again, a significant seizure in the fact that they are actually manufacturing illegal product and falsely labeling product and selling it in the communities.
Have you ever seen a printing press like this at one of these shops?
This is the first printing press that we've recovered, and this will be part of the ongoing investigation that we'll be working with the Brooklyn District Attorney Gonzalez and his office in terms of prosecuting this case. Okay, so we'll walk you through so you can go front to back. But you'll see different labels on it. So it's different flavors that they're mixing into the cannabis. The illegal market, the illicit market, when they're mixing these chemicals into the flower product, people are no longer smoking cannabis. They are smoking the chemicals that are being mixed into it. These chemicals are what presents the danger to even to the people who legally, adult population who wants to participate in the market. They never intend to buy a product and get sick from it. In this unregulated market, this is the potential they have for getting sick. And people need to start realizing that. And that's kind of the messaging that we send out. They're just on this to underage kids, and kids are smoking chemicals that has an even more devastating impact on their mental capacity and their physical health. This is clearly everything that we targeted in inspection, everything that the mayor says has been visible, and it's a collective response. Again, this is not just the sheriff's office, it's a multi-agency response to this. In this particular location, we found the printing press packaging, the false labeling, we have the cannabis being mixed with other products. Again, packaging toward our children, everything that we target in our inspections and the reasons why we're out here doing this. This store is kind of identified as that location, an ideal location that needed to be shut down. Obviously, they're supplying other locations as well. So this would be a significant seizure for the city right now to be able to close this shop down. And there'll be ongoing investigations to the people that were here and any other outreach that we can find tied into this location. But it's the community complaints that brought us here. So we want to make sure that we can, the stress here is the stress to the community, that we hear your complaints, we are responding to your complaints, and please make sure you keep us informed. Thing is seeing what else we find in the location, and there'll be more later on. Again, this is going to be ongoing investigation. It won't just stop here.
And I know you were saying that normally it's like a civil fine, right? But this one is criminal. Why is this one criminal? Because
there's more felonies involved in this. This wasn't just the selling of cannabis. This was the marketing and distribution of cannabis in large amounts. And again, you talk about the labeling products here, claiming to come from California, the mixing of chemicals, those kind of things all change the status of this type of investigation.
All right, whenever you're ready.
This is part of the street level enforcements that have been mandated by the mayor. Part of it.
So basically what my man just doing, they just busting down, they showing this whole operation right here. But now if you look, it's key notes to what he said. It's not really the selling of the weed that's gonna get you slammed. It's the mixing of the chemicals, the promoting and packaging to kids. For first of all, you're an illegal store because it's a setup to get a dispensary. So now Cali dudes already on that. This is the new weed game. So, I mean, you know, sometimes you have to take lemons and make lemonade. Now, if you already out there hustling, you already out there grinding, you already in the streets, you already smoking or selling weed, why not turn it into something? As you see, they had the paperwork, they mix and see all the fruity packaging because everybody wants their weed to be fruity. So I hear allegedly, everybody wanted to be fruity, good taste, and man, I like it to, it's just, I'm old school. I don't need all that extra, So all of those extra vapes and chemicals, but they got what you can buy all this good stuff online. It's everything online. They had an operation. Look at this. They print out labels. So all they doing is just buying pounds the regular way. Got a storefront, pumping weed. New York been doing that for years. When I used to live in Jersey, I moved to Jersey in '97, bro. Shout out to Newark, So I used to be up in Irvington on 18th. The Haitian dude had a store, like the store on Halfback. You go in the store, put your money on at the counter. It was a dude sitting behind the counter. You go in there, they got like 4 records in there, some incense burning, 2 hats, whatever. Boom, you put your money up there, what you want. They selling straight dimes and out. That's what they did. It was a store. They've been doing that for years. So now that weed is becoming legal, becoming more acceptable, they looking at changing the laws. I think it's almost 30-some states that's legal already. So if it's 30-some states that legal, I would say if you in that game, start looking for the legal ways to get in that game, because that's money that's gonna always be made. Now, as far as the street side, oh, that's why it's cheaper. You're getting more better product for cheaper. So it seems like to me, what they saying, it might be better to hit the see. These are some of the see, because the industry, they making it legal, but part of the hits they taking, they said they didn't expect, because I meant to the stock market, actually check stock for the block. It's a company called TRA, and they were saying that when they were coming legal, one of their biggest obstacles was they underestimated the competition, which is the illegal market. So, because the dispensary closed at 5 or 7. They not open 24 hours. After they close, you got to get it. You see, they had a drop box at the bottom. They were serving after hours. Dispensary ain't going to give you 2 for 10. They ain't going to take the shorts. You know how it go. They ain't going to do credit. So the regular dude, you still in play like that. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, now the prices are so cheap on the streets. That's why it's so plentiful out there. So now this is a game you in. The game has become saturated. That's why everybody got it. Everywhere you go, you're going to see it. It's going to be out there. It's going to be plentiful. So it's to the point where the growers in Cali, Michigan, I guess those are some of the more popular states that's growing in the sense of Denver, and they shipping. But what people are doing, these are the states that's sending it. It is what it is. Now, if you got a plug, drop something in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, look. Hey, but what's going? It's a numbers thing. Like they say, by it being legal, they can only see, the growers can only sell that to a dispensary. They can't sell it for. See, the streets got 2 different prices. They got to sell it for a certain amount to them. And so if they not buying it so cheap, when he said $200 a pound, man, so that lets you know the range of the prices. So, hey, man, get in where you fit in. But if you go into these dispensaries, be careful, man, because as you see, it's a lot of shaking in New York. They putting a stain on the game. So you're going to know a real dispensary when you're going. When I went to Vegas, the real dispensaries, they got it itemized. You looking up, it's like you in McDonald's. They got all kind, what grams, what's in it. See, when you go in there and the labeling, that's what they was pointing to, the labeling. That labeling, they scan and they go into dummy companies when they, like they say, check the barcode on it. So they gonna get ways. They gonna figure it out. That's the only thing that's holding it up right now, even on the stock market tip. But I say, get in where you fit in. If you know any companies or weed companies, start investing in the stock market. You might want to put some money in it 5 to 10 years later, because it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So just and if you in a state that can partake, hey, man, do what you do. But my man here had a full-blown operation. Look at all of that, bro. So the game did change, man. The game did change. Drop something in the comments in your state. This dude had, look at that. It ain't nothing but weed. So at the end of the day, you ain't going to be in jail forever. But if you're in a state where you can turn it into a business, to all my entrepreneur guys, man, find the positives in it. Make sure what you're doing is clean. Smoke responsibly, just like they drink responsibly, because now it's on the same level as alcohol. Don't do it while you drive. Don't do it. You know the do's and the don'ts. What grown folks gonna do, what grown folks gonna do. But for all my hustlers and entrepreneurs, I just want y'all to know the game didn't change. The game did change, man. The game did change, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, and buyer beware when y'all going to these spots, man. Just, you see it. Now that's just regular runts. It's a lot of runts popping off. See the runts? So they just taking regular runts, then they buying the chemicals, buying the moon rock, like they got that with the white stuff on it. Nah, we don't gotta do all that. So it seems like to me it's safer to keep buying it from the regular dude who you getting it from, because the dudes on the street, they doing all that. They keep it straight from the seal. to the sack, you know what I'm saying? And that's that. So yeah, let me know where you at, man. Drop something in the comments. It's your man Mal C219 TV, man. But they out here trying to get it, and the weed game to change. So buyer beware. If you in one of them stores, man, just check them labels, baby. Don't forget, go